Namaskar friends, this is NJ, host on this channel, continuing our discussion on understanding the 7th house lord's placement in different nakshatras. In this video, we will try to understand what kind of distinctive personality traits you can find in your partner, what could be the theme of your matrimonial life, if your 7th house lord is going to be placed in the nakshatra number 22, which is the Shravan nakshatra. So friends, the whole objective of this playlist is that we are trying to classify all the nakshatras in the 4 categories of what could be the strength side of that nakshatra, connected weaknesses, opportunities, and what could be the karmic or the most dreadful side of that given nakshatra. Because if you actually want to understand the manifestation of the results of the planets, so all what you have to do is that you have to blend the innate nature of your 7th house lord, and you have to understand it on the basis of the nature of the nakshatra where your 7th house lord planet is going to be placed in your chart. So friends, before we will start our discussion customized to today's category, let's first try to understand little bit about this Shravan nakshatra. So friends, Shravan nakshatra occupies completely region within the Capricorn sign from 10 degree till 23 degree 20 minutes. This nakshatra is being ruled by the planet moon. Now as you can fairly see over here that even from the perspective of the numerology, 22 is a master number, and at the same time it carries 2 double of the Luna energy. So you can fairly see that moon rules it, and at the same time even from the perspective of the numerology, the Luna energies are actually gaining predominance in the functioning of this nakshatra. And just because this nakshatra completely resides in the most discipline oriented zodiac sign of the complete zodiac belt, being ruled by the planet Saturn, so at the same time you have the emotions, but they are very much structured in the functioning of this Shravan nakshatra. And guys, if you want to understand its mythological connection, so the presiding deity on this nakshatra is the Lord Vishnu himself. Now as you know this thing that even in our Hindu mythology or the prime trine Hindu gods, like if Lord Brahma gets the portfolio or department of the creation, so Lord Vishnu gets the department of preservation. So I mean to say, whenever we talk about good organizational skills, so attention always goes to the earth signs, and out of all the earth signs, it's the Capricorn which carries these qualities of having a sound and strong organizational skills, which you can fairly see just because this nakshatra resides in the heart of this like Capricorn sign. So because of which, and along with the imparting qualities of its ruling deity Lord Vishnu, so this nakshatra also carries strong organizational skills as well. And along with Lord Vishnu, even many scholars also attach goddess Saraswati, who is the goddess of knowledge, wisdom, learning, arts, music, as one of the presiding deity of this nakshatra. So I mean to say guys, whenever we talk about having a very empathizing nature and a lot of attention given to listening, because even if you will translate this word Shravan in English, so that can be translated as listening. And guys, like even if you will pay attention to our Hindu mythology or our transcendental Hindu Vedic knowledge, so even the Vedas, like our ancient sages in their enlightened elevated stage, they got this knowledge of Vedas straight from the gods, and they got it like in their that enlightened state, they actually listened it straight from the divine. So I mean to say, this knowledge which was in a Shruti form was acquired from the divine through listening. So I mean to say, this nakshatra has got potential of actually paying heed and remaining very much receptive towards the good wisdom, or you can also say as good transcendental wisdom and the knowledge. So that is something friends which I wanted to tell you as a part of the general qualities or an overview of this Shravan nakshatra. Now we will start our discussion customized to the 4 categories. So to begin with, if you want to understand the strength side of this nakshatra, so guys, the good part here is that first of all, we all want a partner who is very empathizing, who is very emotional, who is very receptive to your needs or whatsoever is happening in your life. And at the same time, emotions should not go haywire. There should be a structured and disciplined as well, where the person is going to make use of his emotions to empathize with you, and at the same time take some structured and very realistic and practical decisions at the same time. So all these qualities can be attached to the functioning of this Shravan Nakshatra, which in the form of, if your 7th house lord is going to be present in this Shravan Nakshatra, so you can fairly see this thing that your 7th house lord, whichsoever planet is going to become, that planet can actually act and function in a very emotional, in a very receptive way. And at the same time, I always give this advice to all those natives who have their 7th house lord planet in the Shravan Nakshatra, that always give attention to what your partner has to say. In whichsoever important area of your life you are engaged or you are dealing in, always get the or take the advice or suggestion of your partner. So that is one thing which I want to tell you. And at the same time, when we talk about having a very active social life, because of the contribution of the presiding deity goddess Saraswati, so your partner could be learned, your partner could be very intellectual, your partner could be rich, your partner might have a very open-minded liberal mindset and good empathizing qualities and good organizational qualities. So that is how you can see energies reverberating in the form of the strength side of this Shravan Nakshatra. Now guys, moving ahead. Now if you want to understand the connected weaknesses of the functioning of this nakshatra, so just because there is lot of attention given to the listening part, so I mean to say it all comes down to which planet is your 7th house lord and in which condition it is placed. Like I mean to say, let's say for example, if your 7th house lord is going to be planet Saturn, which is a planet of pessimism, which is a planet of speaking only when it is necessary, when it is relevant, speaking with lot of wisdom and insightful, with few words delivering the objective or message. So I mean to say, in those kind of scenarios, your partner could be a good listener. But let's say for example, if your 7th house lord is a planet like very vocal planet, I mean to say planet Mercury or a planet Mars or a planet Jupiter or a social planet like Venus, and you cannot even ignore this fact that Jupiter goes through debilitation in this Shravan part in the Capricorn sign. So because of which, in those kind of scenarios, and if Rahu is going to be putting its influence in your 7th house lord, then in those kind of situation we could fairly see the vulnerabilities of manipulation, being very much vulnerable towards manipulation, backstabbing, wasting time in unnecessary gossiping, or remaining very much prone towards the opinion and judgment of the other people outside world. So emotional receptivity could take up the form of remaining always very prone to the judgments and opinion of other people, or wasting your time in unnecessary socializing, gossiping, backbiting, manipulation. So that could be seen as one of the connected weaknesses or vulnerability of this nakshatra. Now guys, moving ahead, if you want to understand the connected opportunities, so as you know this thing that when we talk about the Capricorn sign, it is the most career oriented and most accomplished zodiac sign in the complete zodiac belt. At the same time, even the Shakti or the power of this nakshatra is the Aparadh Rishya Shakti, which has got the power to give permanent victory. So I mean to say, in the form of, now whether you want to understand that marriage could add up to your public image, marriage or relationship could actually add to your knowledge base and having a good social life, social influence, reinforcement in your public image, social influence. So from all of those perspectives, the energies of this nakshatra can be seen as very positive, can be seen as very promising in order to enjoy a active social life and actually succeeding in the life because of your social influence. Now whether this could be your influence, whether this could be the contribution of your partner, so from that perspective the energies of this nakshatra can be seen as very positive in a form that it could actually connect you with lot many opportunities in this lifetime. And the last, guys, if you want to understand the most dreaded side of the functioning of this nakshatra, so guys, as you know this thing that when we talk about the dreaded side, I always involve the karmic baggage side of any nakshatra. Like there are certain vulnerable nakshatras, like we talked about Ashlesha, we talked about Moola, so there are certain nakshatras. But when we talk about the functioning of this Shravan nakshatra, I have never seen these people remaining prone or vulnerable to any sort of karmic retribution or any sort of karmic vulnerability. The only vulnerabilities which can be found in the functioning of this nakshatra is that if your 7th house lord is going to be present in this nakshatra and it is coming under the malefic aspect of Rahu or Ketu or Mars, then in those kind of circumstances or situations, native might remain very much vulnerable towards wrong judgment, wrong perception, and remaining very much prone and vulnerable towards the opinion of other people and only listening to what native wants to listen. Kind of a biased judgment, so that you can see as one of the vulnerable side of the functioning of this nakshatra. But guys, at the end, if I have to summarize the results of your 7th house lord's placement in the Shravan nakshatra, so that can be seen as one of the best placement of your 7th house lord to be placed in, where not only your partner is going to be very emotionally empathizing towards you, but at the same time it could also lead you towards the enhancement of your public public image, social influence, and good success in the life. So this is something, friends, which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for your 7th house lord's placement in the Shravan nakshatra. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Thank you.